I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After highs in the mid-70s to the mid-80s this afternoon, wind gusts to 25 to 45 and elevated fire concerns. Thunderstorms are possible, mostly across the central and east this late afternoon through the overnight. Some likely to be strong to severe with large hail and damaging winds. Highs cool into the 60s to the low 70s tomorrow with a cold front moving through. Dry north winds gusting into the 30s may increase fire concerns. The cold front providing a focus for thunderstorms to develop late tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening in eastern Nebraska along with central and eastern Kansas. Some could be severe with large hail and damaging winds. Additional thunderstorms are possible behind the front farther to the west, but won't be as strong. In behind the front, it turns mostly dry with highs dropping into the mid-40s to the low 50s for Friday and Saturday, and overnight lows dropping into the 20s for Friday and Saturday night. Rain chances increase by next Tuesday with a system passing to our north. There's a mild change to the long-term forecast. Nebraska and Kansas temperatures now predicted to be seasonal to slightly cooler than normal the early half of next week before temperatures trend seasonal to slightly warmer than normal late next week through the 1st of May. During the last week of April, central Nebraska highs are typically in the mid to upper 60s with average overnight lows in the low 40s. Near normal to slightly above normal rainfall is indicated Sunday through May 1st in Nebraska and Kansas. Soil temperatures 4 inches down this morning at 7, as low as the upper 30s to the low 40s for northern and western Nebraska, and as far east as North Platte to Imperial. For the southern half of Nebraska and western Kansas, soil temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Low to mid-50s for soil temperatures are in central and eastern Kansas. Key weather factors driving the market trade include active weather in many areas of the U.S., slowly melting snow in the northern plains, and central Brazil rain. A large storm tracks across the nation's midsection during the mid to late week. Possible storm impacts may include 1 to 3 inches of rain from the Mississippi Valley eastward, locally severe thunderstorms across the eastern half of the U.S., windy, mostly dry weather, and an elevated wildfire threat on the central and southern plains, and snow across the northern U.S. As the storm departs, late week freezes may occur as far south as the northern panhandle of Texas. In wheat areas of the western southern plains, little rain is expected. Kansas right now leading the U.S. with 60% of its winter wheat rated very poor to poor. That's followed by Oklahoma at 53%, Texas 52%, Nebraska wheat very poor to poor at 40%, and Colorado at 38%. Topsoil moisture is rated at least 2/3 very short to short in Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and Nebraska. Towards the northern plains, below normal temperatures will still be warm enough to melt the snowpack, but it should be slow enough to reduce the impact of flooding. For central Brazil, drier conditions return after some good rainfall in many areas. Wet season rains in Brazil are going to be in short supply the rest of this month for second crop corn in the developing stage. In the Black Sea region, conditions continue to be mostly favorable for wheat development and corn planting, and with some widespread rain moving through later this week. I'm Paul Perkins. That's a check of your ag weather.